Hello guys, welcome back to another video. How you doing? If you please subscribe and smash a like on the video. Then this is Championship Predictions Game Week 3 of the week. Then I've got Dan couldn't make it today. Yeah, again because he is working. But yeah, let's get straight into it. If you haven't already, please smash like and subscribe. The likes have been really good lately, and I'm 2 away from 40 subscribers now, so mean a lot if you can get me to that. But let's get straight into this video. So we start off with tonight's game between Wrexham taking on Birmingham City, the Hollywood derby. Of course, 8 o'clock kickoff. Of course, Birmingham, they haven't had a best start, have they? I think, of course, the Blue Suns are getting annoying now. Of course, they want Chris Davies out, and I think if he loses this game, it's going to be toxic in that way, in that full time. So they need to try and get the 3 points. Of course, they threw 2-2 last time out against Bristol City. What Panny they deserve to lose that. And yeah, of course, they lost 6-1 at home against Brentford in the Carabao Cup in midweek. It's not a great start to Blues. However, for Wrexham, they haven't had probably the best start either. If you look, of course, last time out, they of course drew 1-1 against Watford. They drew 1-1 first game in Cardiff and lost 1-0 in the Carabao Cup against Middlesbrough. So they haven't had a great start either. I can see they've been a really close game. To be honest, at Wrexham it's always a draw. Then when it's at St Andrews, it's always a Blues win. So I can see this being a draw, and I am going to go with that draw. I'm going to go Wrexham 1, Blues 1. Yeah, I just think that'd be a draw. Dan, of course, is a Blues fan, but he's realistic. Well, he ain't biased to his club, so fair play to him. He's going 2-1 to Wrexham. He is. He thinks they're going to lose tonight. Moving on then to Derby County against Swansea City, and Derby haven't had the best starts of the season. Of course, people backing them to get playoffs at the end of the season. To take on Swansea, who have been good. Swansea could get that top mid-table, top half. If you look at Swansea, first 2 games, they of course drew 0-0 against Sheffield United last time out and won 2-1 against Stoke. Of course, however, for Derby, we know people expect them to get players, but they haven't had a great start, have they? I think Derby, let's look at their first 2 games. So in their first 2 games, they of course drew 2-2 against Cardiff last time out and lost 2-1 against Charlton. And of course before that lost 2-1 against Lincoln in the Carabao Cup. So not a great start for Derby. They need to get the 3 points here. Dan is actually going 2-1 to Derby. I think they're going to get their first win of the season. I know Swansea are on good form, picking up 4 points from their first 2 games. But I just think at Derby, they'll want to try and get a win, and I think they will. I'm going to go clean sheet for Derby and go 2-0 to Derby. Next game is Middlesbrough against West Brom, and I think this is going to be a really good game. I think there's a couple of good games, to be fair, this week. 12:30 kickoff. West Brom fan might as well stay down there because, of course, they play Newcastle in midweek. They've had a really good start, West Brom. Of course, winning away at Norwich first game 2-1, then winning at Burnley the other day 3-1 at home, then giving a really good Premier League side a go in midweek to just lose 3-2. I think they've had a really good start, and I think a point for West Bromwich will be absolutely a great point. It'll be like a win to to pick up. They have had tough games. They've had Norwich away, Burnley at home, and now they've got Middlesbrough away. They pick up a point here. Middlesbrough are a very good side, but then been on the best of form. The last I've called last time out against Blackburn. I'm going to go draw. I'm going to go a 2-2 draw. I think there's going to be goals. Dan is going 2-1 to Middlesbrough. Loads of 2-1s for him, isn't it? But yeah, he's going Middlesbrough to just knit the win 2-1. Moving on then to Wolves against Stoke, and you probably expect Wolves to win here. Is Mark Robins under pressure? I think there's two managers what's under pressure at the minute, and it's Chris Davis from Birmingham and Mark Robins from Stoke. I think Stoke fans, let me know what your thoughts are, but apparently he has lost the dressing room. Is it all Robins' fault though? Because some Stoke fans won't always blame him. It's like the owners and that not giving him enough money to sign the players he wants. But I think Robins is a very good manager, and I think he could get you going, but he needs the players in. I think going away against Worcester, you don't want to play them, of course. They are coming off with a 2-0 win in midweek against Sheffield Wednesday in a Carabao Cup. Then before that, beating Preston 3-1. Then of course drawing first game against Blackburn 2-2. Dan is actually going heavy Wolves win. He's going 4-0 to Wolves. I don't think it's going to be that many. I don't think Wolves are going to batter a team. They will at some point, but not yet. And I'm going to go Wolves to win this 3-1. I feel like Wolves' defence can still concede goals, so I do think Stoke have enough to score. But yeah, I'm going 3-1 to Wolves. Next game is Charlton against Preston North End, and I think Charlton have been very good in the league at the minute. They've started the season very well. I've got coming off with a 5-1 defeat against Tottenham Hotspur in the Carabao Cup, but they've started the season very well. And I think this is going to be, you probably expect Charlton to win this, and to be honest, they started the season very well last season, and what happened, they failed. I think they were fourth for most of the season, and they failed and finished down there, but they stayed up. They've got a great manager in Nathan Jones. I do like Nathan Jones. So I think Charlton will win this. I'm going to go 2-1 to Charlton. Dan has actually said 2-0 to Charlton. Next game is Bristol City versus Portsmouth then. And Bristol City, they got their first point last time out, 2-2 against Birmingham. And of course, Portsmouth winning 3-1 at Lincoln. Bristol City, I think now they can get wins. They always beat Portsmouth at home, normally about a 3 or 4-0. So they could win quite comfortably. I do think Bristol City will win this at home. I think, they're going to get it going now. Dan Ballard, of course, won probably the best goal of the Championship already this season. I think they're going to win 2-0. I do think Bristol City get a clean sheet. Dan has actually said 3-0 to Bristol City. Next game is Blackburn Rovers take on QPR. Both teams have started well. I know everyone's saying, they're going to finish down there, but both teams have started well. Blackburn have had tougher fixtures, drawing 2-2 against Wolves' first game and beating Middlesbrough 2-1. Unfortunately, they got knocked out of the Carabao Cup, losing 2-1 against Sheffield United, but I think they might win this. I think it's going to be a close game. Dan is actually going 1-1. I'm just going to back Blackburn to win this 2-1. I do think Blackburn will win that 2-1. Next game is Bolton versus Lincoln, and Bolton, they've started well versus the Championship. You know, I think they might win this. I think it's going to be one of them games though, 1 goal in it. And I'm just going to go for Bolton winning. I'm going to go 1-0 win to Bolton. Yes, they probably didn't play well against QPR, but they still got that point, 0-0. And that's what you have to do, just defend good. And I think Bolton are doing that, defending quality. Dan is actually going with Bolton win as well. He's going 2-0 to Bolton. Next game is Southampton against Millwall, and I think this is probably even the first best game of this week, or the second. I think this is going to be a quality game. Millwall have started really well, beating Norwich last time out 3-0. Of course, winning in the Carabao Cup in midweek. I'm going to go goals, and I'm going to just nick the away team actually. I'm going to nick Millwall to win this. I'm going to go Southampton 2, Millwall 3. I'm going to go 3-2 win to Millwall. Dan has gone goals as well. He's went a 2-2 draw. Next game is Norwich City against Burnley, and I think both teams will want to try and get a win here because both teams haven't started the greatest. Burnley, of course, losing 3-1 against West Brom. Drawing, of course, 2-2 first game against West Ham. They'll want to, win this. They, of course, got knocked out of the Carabao Cup as well midweek. Burnley. Norwich getting through to Carabao Cup, beating Cardiff 2-1. So can they now get their win? I've actually gone draw, and I'm going to 1-1 draw. I fancy that. It could be 2-1 either way, but I think it's going to be a really close game. Dan is actually going with a 2-0 to Norwich, so he's going to comfortably win for Norwich. Next game is Cardiff City against Sheffield United, and Sheffield United can't even score. Well, they scored 2 in midweek, beating Blackburn 2 in the Carabao Cup. But they haven't started the season pretty well. 2 points from their first 2 league games, 0-0s as well. They need to try and score goals. And I think that's what's going to be a struggle for Sheffield United this season. I don't think they have a striker who can score 20 plus goals. Look, Patrick Bamford is a very good striker, but look how old he is now. He ain't scoring many goals. And I don't think Cardiff are going to nick this. Well, not even nick. I think they'll win quite comfortably. I'm going 3-1 win to Cardiff. Dan is going 2-1 to Cardiff. And the last game is Watford versus West Ham. And Watford have started the season very well. West Ham, of course, haven't really. They lost last time and drew on first game. They beat Southampton midweek 4-1, so can that get them going? I'm going to go Watford to win this. I'm going to go Watford 2, West Ham 1. I'm going 2-1 win to Watford. Dan is going over there, and he's going 2-1 to West Ham. So there you go, guys. There's our Championship predictions, game week 3. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please smash the like, subscribe, and I'll be back on the next video. Peace out.